So is the stream back up now?
No, I'm doing blender and stuff. I'm blending egg.
It's not doing anything?
I'm blending. I can't help you. Please contact whatever company I'll link you to if you would like to have help.
Please contact AT&T services.
Also, jobs for
So what are we gonna talk about?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Okay, so what are we gonna talk about the podcast now?
All the funnels. coat and stuff, and then we have a frock coat, which is like a formal version.
Who joined?
Krista.
Oh,
Hello,
hi.
Krista. Welcome to the stream.
On the stream.
What?
Anyways,
Better
yeah.
mute. Because it's a podcast.
Okay, so let's talk.
Anyways.
Should we talk about the breakup now?
Yeah.
Can we just talk about fashion for like
Breakup.
people? Because like back then I didn't even know like what the uniforms were called. Now I know.
Okay,
Like,
so okay. So what about fashion?
So yeah, the
What
uniform.
fascism?
Not fascism. F you for saying that. But yeah,
There's another drama in this.
what?
Oh, come on. Don't make me cry.
Drama? Why another?
No, just talk about Titanic and uniforms.
Okay. Okay, let's just talk about the sinking. Okay, we stopped at the breakup. So okay, so let's continue with the breakup. Can I make a short? Can I make like a statement of the breakup?
What do you want to talk
Sure.
about the breakup?
Okay,
What do you
so
wanna
there's just
say?
this thing I want to point out that there is a lot of theories out there, and from what I've discovered, I did a whole appendix on the breakup of the ship by studying survivor accounts and stuff. There's just one thing I want to share that is what I tend to find that frequently people would come up into the idea from a single perspective, and they would look at things like they look at things or debris on the ocean floor and they say, okay, everything is spread out in this pattern, like here, this must be the way it happened. Although that's a really good forensic tool, though, to have the wreck to know where the parts are and are able to find, like, kind of work backwards from there. But there is also a variable that is almost impossible to get around, and that is what happened at the surface and what happened on the way to the seabed for like 2.5 miles descent, something like that. And some of it is easy to sort out, and other components of it are extremely difficult to sort out. So what I did is like I wanted to see if you just let the survivors talk or something, like, or speak rather with the picture that they painted without trying to force it one way or the other to cherry pick the evidence. So if you just take the aggregate of what they said they saw, does it come together? Like, does it make sense? The short answer is like yes, of course it does come together and make sense. But so what I'm trying to do is with the breakup in this appendix, in this something
Oh my
like
god.
in the breakup theory is like, is that what I've refined even more here with this stuff is that we try to draw lines between parts of the ship on the seafloor and the waves they're scattered there and work backwards and stuff to what the survivor said they saw, and just put lines between those two things.
Hey,
Like,
Shane, I have an idea.
yes, what is it?
Imagine if you let people, if they know how to animate in like a 3D software, let's say it exists back then. Let's see what like the ratio of the people would animate, or what would they animate the ship like
Wait, what are you
into,
trying to say?
how it how angled they think it should have happened on their minds, and how they saw it. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting,
Yeah.
making them
Okay,
animate the
can I
entire thing can
continue
be good.
talking? Like, this is actually a very long speech.
Yes.
Okay, so
Big
two things that we know,
Mhm.
for example, like there was this clean break in front of the number three funnel. That's the primary break, and that line is even beautifully seen, like in the aft end of the bow section where the lounge roof, where those decks are pancaked down. Like you can just see like the perfect split that cut the ship. But then you have these two towers of superstructure, which is the aft and forward one. One of them is being further away from the wreck, and that is the forward tower. You also have this interesting with the number four funnel and the deck house underneath it, like where it's located in the wreck today. And then you have to take into account the big piece which was on the starboard side of sea deck and went down to the deck that was part of the main hull of the ship. Like rather than that superstructure of the ship and those steel plates. I forgot what I was about to say.
And whose theory is this on the screen?
That's my 2016 theory. Um,
Oh, the last one of the fell.
that was the
I just
part of the
read.
main hull of the ship rather than the superstructure of it. And those steel plates are like shredded like paper. The only force in the entire disaster would have been shredded those plates in that location, we would have to do something with the breakup. Now, if you view the breakup of the ship as a simple knife cut, one thing it doesn't make sense is that the big piece is separate out there. But then, if you look at the superstructure as two separate components that were sitting on top of the hull, those two towers that came away from the stern section, what would have caused those two towers to separate from the rest of the stern?
Oh, John.
Where you could argue where there was an implosion part the way down, maybe then you can look at the survivor accounts and you see weird things that they were saying about different locations, like how Mrs. Chaffee described there were three pieces of the ship coming off. Uh, like the broke
Three.
aft of the number four funnel, and others said it broke midship. When you look at the hull and the top strength deck as is what the superstructure was sitting on, and you throw the big piece into that mix, and then you take all these various components, you start to see that the hull something was holding the hull together. It wasn't just a clean break
No,
initially,
it's
and something was holding that hull together.
let me interrupt you a
The
bit
thing
there.
that put wait.
Shin.
What is it?
So, it's also very dark at that night, Like they
Mm-hmm.
might confuse the funnel as the engine. Like
No,
Yeah.
I
there's
didn't
literally
mention anything about the engine. What I was
I know,
trying
but
to
like
say is if you let
they
the
might confuse your
survivors
stuff,
speak and then like
Uh,
mix them
make it them draw
with
the
forensic
picture of the
analysis, you'll
sinking.
get a picture of something
Yes.
which is more modern and acceptable, like the honesty of glass theory and other
Sometimes it's
stuff.
kind of like scary to think that they might confuse a part of the ship as a different part instead of the actual thing itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might confuse themselves, but at least it's a good source of the theory and what they saw that night.
On what I was
Sometimes I
talking about
just
the superstructure was regarding the forward tower falling on the surface as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this also survivor account which was Nellie Becker. She distinctly described the middle fell in. Like there's no other part of the ship that would be the middle that would be just the forward tower
Wait,
falling.
is my audio like
No, your
like?
audio is fine.
Oh, I thought it's like
anyways,
echoing. Is my voice nice?
uh, yeah, your
I'm
voice is
having
nice.
like
Anyways,
anxiety attacks here.
What is it?
it's like
Oh my god!
so basically,
Holy sh!
wait, what's it? So
I'm trying to sleep.
three. That's what people said, right? It broke into three
Mm-hmm.
pieces:
Mm-hmm.
the bow, the stern, and the midship. So where did the midship go? Did it like follow the bow, or
Oh,
like
okay.
it
No, no,
went
no,
down
no.
with
The
the
most
stern?
commonly accepted now that the middle part, which is the forward tower, it is theorized to have fallen to the surface
Yeah.
since it's very far away from the wreck. Like it's together along with the double bottom and the yeah, it's together along with the double bottom to the east. Like those pieces are so strange, like they're so far away from the wreck, so it's very theorized that those pieces, including the double bottom, like failed close to the surface. That's why they sailed that far.
Like they probably got pulled
The
like
bow. It's I think the bow as it sunk, it sort of like built itself like a torpedo, like to like so like as it went down straight down, like went down like or down a bit. You know what I mean? That's probably why
Mhm.
like
it went down like down, down and forward at the same
Yeah.
time, like it's diving.
So like the lines do
my
come up
feet
together and
hurting.
paint a picture of the breakup that was much messier than the simple in front of the third funnel type of break from top to bottom that's very frequently portrayed in films or stuff, animations. Yeah. So people I believe people should be knowledgeable about that the ship in fact actually broke into more than just two pieces.
And for the stern, I think the stern, yeah,
Kids,
it
kids back then.
probably.
Like kids
But what
don't
happened?
hear like
Some people
some
say the stern like spin around a bit, like
flashes of
Yeah,
panties.
that was probably caused by the implosion damage, the
oh
implosion
yeah, yeah,
effect,
yeah.
which caused the stern to like disrupt in the falling, which caused it to spin.
So probably like the stern probably because it was like 100 meters active employee. It's current time
Oh,
Titanic like Titanic.
Space Pickaxe they said discuss
controlled
why Lusitania's
units.
wreck is in a bad condition. I didn't really know
Yeah,
much about Lusitania.
yeah, that happened because I think it was World War II. They were detecting metal under the water, so they thought it was a submarine. So they bombed the hell out of the wreck, and they
Oh,
thought
Oh
what?
that's
yeah,
why it's in such bad shape.
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
turn it into bubble
Dang, I didn't know
of
about that. They actually bombed the wreck. Jesus.
Yeah,
It's
they didn't know that was Lusitania,
don't
so you can't blame them.
mess from it.
Yeah.
hey. Think of this. Imagine if imagine the original condition of Lusitania before they
Well,
bombed it.
so
Mm.
Like, jeez. Like, imagine
Even
how it's
it
like the
could have
farmers
been
probably
like
are
much more like
Mhm.
thing is like if Lusitania was but be much
Mm, you're lagging.
packed.
Yeah, you're lagging.
You're lagging. Oh, rips, rip him. So
Yeah.
what was it again?
Well,
Imagine the original
anyways,
conditions
yeah,
of Lusitania before they bombed it. The superstructure is probably still intact, and the superstructure is probably still recognizable. But they bombed it. So yeah, good luck recognizing the entire superstructure there.
It's very hard
It's
to,
just
that like
especially the way it's been
Lusitania.
touched. Yeah, we can't. It's very hard to study the sinking with the condition being worse than ever after they bombed it.
like yeah, it's just very sad.
Mhm.
Tim Can said that like Lusitania's wreck before it got bombed, it was like more like intact, way intact than Britannic, in fact.
I want. Is
Mhm.
there a drawing of Lusitania's wreck being in a good condition before they bombed it?
Probably without probably the funnels were still on, the superstructure was still on. It was just the colors different. Probably that's what it could have looked like.
Damn, this
the
photograph is
Wait,
so.
hang
funnels
on. Do you
still
know the
on.
thing where Lusitania's funnels were gray and black, or
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah,
gray?
it's an
Yeah,
accurate
Was
one.
that
it
true?
was.
Yes,
It was actually no. Actually, Tim Can said
it's
that like
true.
it was pure black.
No, it's true. It's true. Part-time
Uh,
explorer explained it. The part-time explorer explained the funnel being brown, not brown, but like dark gray and black.
Dark gray and
Yeah.
black, and
And
the
Mhm.
hull, like the
guys,
superstructure and everything, it was
No, the
gray.
funnel itself. Also, the superstructure is colored brown. It's a thing. It's an accurate depiction of the actual looks of like Lusitania. You know how Olympic when she's fitting out has a brown, not brown, but like gray tint on the entire ship. The funnels are
Yeah,
gray. The superstructure is gray. That's what they made her to
yeah.
be.
That's what I said. That's what I said earlier. The superstructure are gray. That's what I said earlier.
Mm,
I said the
like
superstructure on top was gray and it was not white. People like made it like wrong, sort of.
not wrong, but it's not their fault that they don't know by that time that
I
it's
know.
colored that way. The only thing that they have is Olympic being in that color, and
I know.
Olympic they have like
Okay.
probably find a way find a way that
Okay,
they
guys.
it says in
I have
case that
something sad to say. I have to end the stream.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
oh, you have to go.
Yeah. It's very late,
Okay.
and my mom's about
By
to
the way,
cry again.
Goodbye, Dad.
Lusitania's whistle, was there like only like one whistle or like three whistle? In this in this image of Lusitania, it had like three.
what do you mean three.
Three whistles. Wait, let me show. Look at the 2D animation and art chat.
Oh, we're streaming though.
Wait,
Wait, I'm gonna end the
yeah,
stream
wait,
now. So
just
yeah,
look
say
at
bye
the.
bye to everyone. But I can still stay in the
Bye
call though.
everyone.
Oh my god.